In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make an amazing summertime chicken marinated sweet potato and asparagus salad. Summer is here in the UK, finally. But looking outside the window, it's quite grey and cloudy, but it's still warm and I am feeling the salads. If you miss any of the steps or the quantities or anything like that, then make sure you look in the description and I've got all the information there for you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you know when my next video is being posted. I'm going to walk you through the steps to make this amazing salad that is just going to be perfect for a hot summer's day. You want to start off by mixing together half the juice of 1 lemon and half a tablespoon of oil. To that mixture, you want to add in a crushed garlic clove. Next, you want to add in your spices. So I have got a teaspoon of smoked paprika. If you don't have that, you can just use normal paprika. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of ground coriander and half a teaspoon of turmeric. Add it straight into the bowl. Next, I'm using roughly 500 grams or about 5 chicken thighs, and I've just removed the skin and the bone from these. Some butchers or some supermarkets you can get it ready prepared. If not, you do want to remove that. Next thing, you need to get your hands into the bowl, rub it thoroughly into the chicken pieces, making sure it's evenly coated and all of those gorgeous spices are mixed into the chicken, which will give so much flavour. Absolutely beautiful. Now you want to leave this to marinate and then we're going to prepare the sweet potato. Wash my hands. Sweet potato time. So you want to peel off all of the skin from the sweet potato. Then you want to dice your sweet potato into rough cubes. So cut it like that and then in half again. So you want them roughly about that size. Sweet potato brings back so many memories of when I went to New Zealand 10 years ago. And at that point, I had never even heard of a sweet potato. And they are really, really popular in New Zealand. And I was like, what is this? And they just have them like roasted. They have them nearly with every meal where I went. And it was just amazing. And I can't get enough of this beautiful sweet potato. Before you cut up this potato, you do want to preheat your oven to 180 degrees fan, gas mark 6 or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they're all cut up, you want to place them onto a baking tray with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And you want to get some chili flakes, and depending on how spicy you want it, you can add as much or as little as you want. And then I'm going to massage all of the oil into the sweet potato along with the chili flakes. So they are covered in the oil and the chili flakes. I'm then going to leave this to one side. Time to cook the chicken. You want to preheat your pan to a medium to high heat and place your chicken marinated thighs into the pan. So it should be sizzling like this. If it's sizzling and you can see the bubbles, you know that is the perfect temperature. And you just want to seal in all of the juices. So you just want to cook this for a few minutes on each side. Once it starts to brown on the one side like this, you want to flip it over. Once it's nice and browned on both sides of the chicken, you then want to place it onto a baking tray or an oven-proof dish, ready to finish off cooking in the oven. Time for the oven to do the magic. You want to cook these in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Time for the asparagus. You want roughly 125 grams or a good handful of asparagus, and I've just chopped off the ends there to make them nice and fresh. You want to heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a pan. You want to cook these in the oil for roughly 3 to 4 minutes until they have just slightly tenderized. You want to make sure that you keep turning them so they are not burning, and make sure that they are covered in the oil. Once it starts to char on the one side, you then want to flip them over and char the other side. Once they're charred on both sides, place them on the plate and reserve for later use. Time to assemble your salad. So in a bowl, I've just got some romaine lettuce and I've just chopped this up. You could use cos lettuce or whatever lettuce that you fancy, but I really love this as it gives an extra crunch. You then want to place on some asparagus. So this salad makes 2, so I roughly want to take half of the asparagus and then literally I'm just going to plate it into the bowl. I've then got half of the chicken that has been cooked, and I absolutely love chicken thighs because they are so tender and they are really, really cheap as well, which is perfect for when you're making this for a large family or you're on a budget. So I'm just going to put this into a nice spiral shape like so. And then to top it off, I'm just going to place some of the sweet potatoes around the side of the dish. I'm then just going to sprinkle over some chili flakes again, just for an extra kick, and voila! You could eat this cold or warm. You can prepare it in advance and have it for your lunch the next day. You could have a little bit of a ranch dressing with it, or a little bit of mayonnaise if you like, or some olive oil. It's so adaptable. This is not spicy. Yes, I added chili flakes, but that does not mean that it's spicy. It just adds a little hint of flavour. It is just beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next video.